Hi guys, this is Korpen, and welcome to the Tank Duels video, my third in the succession. This one will be about the duels between the Panthers and the IS-2 tanks, heavy tanks, during World War II. There weren't many of them, but they did see combat against each other. And today we try out how a duel between the two would be in reality. That is, if you can count War Thunder as realism. So here I've spotted an IS-2, fired 2 shots at him. Third shot bounces off the turret. It's not an easy task to penetrate. And he returns fire, and the first shot knocks out 2 of my crewmen. And all of a sudden I'm dead. Yeah, it's not easy fighting IS-2s. But that second shot that hit me was actually another IS-2 Model 44 spawning in behind the first one. And obviously they could spot me. Now we're on jungle. Let's see if we can have better luck this time, knocking out those pesky Joseph Stalin 2s. So we had set ourselves up in a pretty good ambush position there on the bridge, right next to the cliffs, but that will only fool the enemy once, so you need to move on after that. And that's when I move up and I spot this IS-2 just lurking about over here between the trees. He's also keeping an eye on the bridge, but he's not keeping an eye on me down here in the water. And first shot hits the ammo turret ring, and it seems to fail to injure the crew, so that's kind of odd. Seems like he retreated back, and there's a T-34 100, I believe it is. It just came over that little ridge there, and he's behind the side of the rock here. I checked to see whether my teammate is still around, and he is, so I can expect some support from him. So I try to lure this T-34 100 over the crest and into our gun sight. That way we'll be 2 guns against 1, and it seems like he's falling for the bait, really. He doesn't know whether if I'm operational or not, so I've tried to act as an injured bird, so to say, reverse out, and he shows up around the corner, and I pop one right into the turret. And since that I could see that he had a damaged cannon breech, I can safely proceed and pursue him around the corner and just finish the job here real quick, since I do not want him around any longer than what's necessary. So I knock him out, I move up, and I spot the IS-2. Blam. Dead. Just like that. He hits me in the machine gun port, and crew's all knocked out, and the tank is just completely blown to smithereens. It's not easy encountering IS-2s in the Panther. Both of the tanks are roughly the same weight and size, although the Panther is classed as a medium tank, whereas the IS-2 is a heavy tank. Now here's another duel between me and an IS-2. Now, do we succeed in knocking out this guy this time around? Let's have a go. First shot hits the cannon breech. He is out of action. All I need to do now is to reload and just hit something vulnerable. So let's aim for the ammo this time. Looks like I missed the ammo. Hit the crew though, so that's good. So where is he? He backed out from the area. He's trying to reverse around. My commander can spot him. He's calling in the target. Now he's trying to get around the corner there, but I'm not having any of that. So what do? Well, I track him, of course, and then I aim for the main compartment of the crew. That's what it takes to kill one. It's quite a hassle, really. This 75mm tank cannon might be the best tank cannon that the Germans produced, during World War II, but it certainly doesn't cut it in this game. You know, 3 shots to finish off an IS-2. That's poor, really is. So, let's have a look at another duel. Now we know that we can knock out an IS-2 mod 44, so we have better faith in ourselves this time around. So we're on Ash River. I've moved up slightly behind the attacking wave of German tanks. They've been pushed back, so I'm coming up as reinforcements. Trying to play it safe here and scout the area first before I push over the ridge. Seems like it's pretty safe. There was a tank up here calling for help, so I move up. But I've also taken a beating from an M16 Hellcat. So there's IS-2 mod 44. He realized that he's been spotted. Take a second shot and he fires on the move. That's very bad call to make, since that gun is inaccurate from a standstill. You should not do that in that tank. Now I revealed my position towards the enemy. Possibly that's what this IS-2 44 has come around to investigate. So first shot injured his turret ring and he starts to reverse. Second shot, well placed shot, just went straight through the tank and knocked it out. Maybe he was trying to circumnavigate the tank up on high there. Maybe I completely surprised him or something like that. But that was easy. An easy kill. What could have been really hard. But he angled the tank and that really made it easier for me to penetrate the side of the frontal upper hull there. But that first engagement against the IS-2 mod 44 that seemed to be repairing could have been really nasty. Had he just stayed there, stayed put, reloaded and then took one shot at me, I would have been dead most probably. As had been the case throughout the whole time when I've been recording material for this dual video. You know, Panthers have hard times against IS-2 mod 44s. IS-2s, however, that's a completely different story, and that's what we're going to have a look at now. Me having a stab at recording some gameplay while playing the regular IS-2. It's not easy, I'll tell you that much. So, this time around, we're on the Normandy map in the Russian tank. Say what? But yeah. That's the case, and I spot what I think is a Panther moving into the village here on the right. So I've taken up positions in the hedgerows, and since my tank is green and I have green behind me, it should be quite a good setup for an ambush. Kind of scan the area for targets, as well as keeping an eye on that village to the right. There seems to be nothing coming out of it. Instead, I hear a shot being fired, and that's my little ringing bell telling me that I need to move up, otherwise my teammates will die. Here I still feel like that is a Panther, and that I'm gonna get a nice little side shot off at him. But instead, it's a King Tiger. Yeah. Shot to the side with the King Tiger. You've seen that earlier on this video, that it will do just fine. You will knock out the King Tiger with this 122mm gun without any problems at all. Then I spot the Jag Panther here moving up on my left flank. So I decided I need to deal with him now before he comes up on the high ground and he'll start laying down some effective fire onto us from the side. So once again, one shot, one kill. And I'll start taking fire here from the right. Don't really know from where, but I see the cloud of dust there from a tank shooting. And I can see that it's another King Tiger. And there's a Panther to my 12 o'clock. My tank is almost not angled, so I'm fine. I focus fire on the King Tiger since he's the biggest threat at the moment, and I put one very good shot into the turret. And then I take a hit from the Panther, which forces me to back off in behind cover and then just reverse out, because I do not want to take a second hit from that Panther 75mm cannon, since my tank just can't take it. And yeah, so I reverse out, make sure that I'm within cover. Maybe you could see the return fire from that Panther. He tried to take speculated shots at me, but failed to hit me, since I made a sort of a zigzag pattern out as I reversed. And this is something that the IS-2 tanks are fairly good at, reversing. You have a good reverse speed with this tank. So pulls here in cover to repair. Meanwhile, that Panther has been knocked out, and I can see other tanks moving up across the fields over here. So I move up together with them in a sort of a supportive role, since now I only have 2 men left in the tank, and that's not really much to rely on, really. But I accompany them up to the front, try to stay as close to cover as I can. Spot something here, seems to be a PT-76. That tells me that my 12 o'clock front is probably safe. But I shake my surroundings anyway, and then I start moving up. We are getting uncomfortably close to the enemy spawn. So I could be young anytime, and sure enough, Panther gets me. Side hit just like that, right on the side of the upper glacis. That will knock out the tank, no doubt. So that was the IS-2, the regular model. Now, I only had one game in the IS-2 Mod 44. I don't play that tank very often because I do extremely well in that tank when I play it, and in my opinion it's a very potent tank. It's almost ridiculous, and they really did a wonder with the sloped upper glacis on that tank, really did, when they reinforced the upper glacis on the tank and gave it additional armor. That tank really shrugs off hits like nobody's business, and the game I had was a magnificent game. Probably the best game I've ever had in simulator battles. And that is what we are going to have a look at now. So please, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this next simulator battle. And it will basically show you how potent the tank is and what the lopsided duel this whole video has been, you know. The Panther has nothing on the IS-2 Mod 44. And you've seen this first shot already, this video, but it doesn't hurt to see it again, so there you go. I have a suspicion that I might see some tanks moving up towards the cap, so just park, fire, dead. Easy as that. And we've gotten a first kill even before we leave the spawning area for our tank, and now we can really use the reload cycle to move up within cover as well. So we're not experiencing any downtime at all here as we move up together with the Su-152 to cover our western flank. As we approach the corner, I can see some cannon fire and machine gun fire coming in. There is firing like crazy over here. Don't know why. Take my first shot. Just before I fire, they hit my gun, so I blow up the cannon breech. So in reality, my tank would be combat ineffective after this, so that would be the game for me. Had this been a truly realistic game. That's not the case. We get swap barrels, and then I get to go into fight once more, so yeah. But we have one kill. And the barrel is operational once more. Move up. Then I forget, oh yeah, I need to reload as well. Back up again. This is probably the only downside with this tank, that it has such a long reload timer. It takes a long while. And my crew isn't bad either, so it's just that you need a long time to reload. But if you can put down fire like this, down range, every shot you take, doesn't matter, you know. One kill every 30 seconds, fine. I'm cool with that, you know. And there you can see the Panther doesn't have anything on the IS-2. In the Panther you might get a lucky hit off. If you fire first and you hit the weak spot, you might kill the IS-2. So there's the second shot. Hits right on the side of the gun mantlet, and it's a bounce, or a ricochet rather. So we back up. Basically me and the Su-152 takes turns around this corner. He fires, backs up, reloads, I fire, back up, reload. The second shot hits the same spot, the exact same spot. And inside my own head I'm cursing at this point, because I've just wasted 2 great shots there that should have been a kill. So gun is almost reloaded. Line up a shot on that Panther 4. I actually thought he was dead, but it doesn't matter. I'll knock him out. I'm not proud that way. I'm not a cheater, but if they park in front of me and they fire onto my tank, I will return fire. But I won't spawn camp, and I won't exploit weaknesses or bugs in the game. Third shot, that should have been a kill on that Panther. It's only that the Panther is dead already, and I didn't take notice of that, so roll up again. But the Su-152 comes up before me and he knocks out that Panther. So we 2 tanks just defended the flank against, what was that, 4 tanks? Yeah, I think it was 4 tanks. And by the way, Mr. Su-152, I'm sorry I'm caught up in your tracks. Stuff like that happens all the time in simulator battles, as you can only see the turret of your tank. I have a suspicion that there might be more going on this side of the rock, so I kind of move up to cover the midfield of this Karelia match. And coming around the corner, I can see that there are more people who have the same kind of suspicion. There's a medium tank moving up. It's also incoming fire. Somebody got knocked out over there up ahead. So there's definitely a lot going on, and I need to be focused and wary coming up over the ridge here. See my teammates on my left side. He spotted something, so if he sees something, maybe I can have a go at the same tank, because I can't spot anything on my right, and there's a lot of smoke on my 12 o'clock. And the T-34-85 is firing at something. I can't really see what it was. I think it is Panther. Take a speculative shot and I miss. Back down in cover for the reload. T-34-85 fires again. That's a Panther dead. There's a muzzle flash. There is someone firing just beyond those rocks. Spot him here. That's a Panther. Can I get a shot off? No, it seems like that Panther does know what he's doing. But this King Tiger is not that lucky. Just rolling up right into the gun sight of my tank. and I only need a half a chance like that. As you can see here, I always reverse down into cover when I'm waiting for the reload. There's really no reason to stay in the field of view of the enemy tanks if you have good cover right next to you and a tank that can actually reverse quite well. So I take full advantage of that, and here I can spot that same tank. I'm chasing the kill on that tank. I want to get into a better position for a flanking shot on that Panther, because he's at the moment holding up our whole midfield from that position where he's in cover. Check my front as well. Can't really see anything over here. Move up a little bit. No, nothing here. Let's move back again. But there was incoming fire from the right. So take precautions, stay around. Check my flank. No movement. Except for a plane flying by. So the battle has come to a halt here. And we're experiencing a lull period. Some of the enemy players have been knocked out and they're not in the game any longer. I think I see the Panther over here, but that's a stone. So turn around the turret in vain. Fortunately, oh, incoming fire there onto our B base, and I now realize that our base is being capped, so I need to move back if I am to win the game, basically. I can't afford losing the base, and the game has gone too well be sacrificed, so I need to move back. I am a heavy tank after all, and I need to support my team. I spot that there are T-34s moving up already, trying to chase down those German tanks, capping. I see a Jag Panther over here. There's also a Tiger nearby. No, that's a Panther. Sorry.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Take a speculative shot there, but he was already dead. And I did not pay attention to the kill feed, so yeah. That's what I think was a P-47 moving in to investigate my position. Couldn't get the accurate line of fire, I would say, on me. So I was kind of lucky there. More tanks coming in. Seems like our team is cleaning up our zone pretty nicely. Oh, there's a Panther. Hello. Let's see if we can bring down the gun to bear on him. Cannot do that, so we need to move up on top of the hill in order to get a line of fire. So fire, hit him in the turret. Next shot should be the kill, I think. Let's have another go. Check the scoreboard. I have 4 kills. But I get the enemy kill assist from that one because the T-34-85 had a faster reload than I did. So move around again. Check the front. Now that we have secured our cap and recapping the zone. I'm still keeping my eyes on the flank. Trying to spot more targets should we move up. Come around the stone and take a hit there from a Panther, it seems. That was really lucky. Second shot, it's a bounce. Fire once. I He's moving, so I need to aim carefully, and then I hit his weak spot there, right in the gun mantlet. And it disables the turret. So this Panther is limping into cover behind the stone. And this is before I realized that if you're repairing and you move the tank, you reset the repair timer. So I'm doing this mistake a few times around this stone. This was just after that patch was released that brought these changes to the game. But I'm suspecting that the Panther will show up behind me, so I'm keeping my turret pointed that way. And I'm listening for engine sounds, but I can't hear any. But now I can hear someone is moving. So I'm getting ready, looking that way, but no. In fact, he's coming around at my front, and don't ask me why he didn't take that shot into the side of the turret. But for some weird reason, he changes his mind and he shows up just when I've turned around the turret, and it's an epic fail for him because I can just knock him out without much problems there with a shot to the side of the tank, and he's gone. And I've got 5 kills. So repairing. I break the negative repairing downward spiral there. And now it's time to guard our own cap again, because I just spotted another tank moving up. This time it's the Tiger. And one shot and it's a kill. Don't ask me where he has been the whole game, because I haven't seen him before. The Tigers only get one spawn, so he's probably been hanging around their base or something like that. And can't blame him really. The Tiger is in the matchup like this one against the IS-2 Mod 44s or SU-152s or T-44s. I would play that game very cautiously in a Tiger. So he did the right thing. Unfortunately, I spotted him just as he was preparing to move up to cap the zone, just when he thought that the coast was clear. So now we're back again on Overwatch. It seems like everything is clear, and I'm getting tired of myself. Probably you are as well. So I move up to cap the base. We're gonna cut here. Come back once I've started capping the base already. It's funny, by the way, when I have a great game and I'm already started recording it, I start to think about these things, you know. I need to make this more entertaining. I can't really just camp a bush or something like that. So I start moving, but I'm a cautious player. Maybe you already know that. I do not take risks if I don't have to. So, and why should you? You know, it's gotten me this far in the game, and I've got 6 kills. And I'm capping the base. Have only taken 2 hits the whole game. No, 3 hits, sorry. One that critically damaged my cannon. 1 bounce from a Panther, and then a 2nd bounce. So, playing cautiously, man. That's the key to success. It's a bit boring at times, but it does certainly pay off. I did hear a shot being fired on my right, on the other side of the bunker, and I know that there's one player on the enemy team left, so I do know where he is. I have my suspicions. Move up, aim, fire, dead. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the game, more or less. We stay here, we cap the zone, and we win. So yeah, that's the best game I've ever had in simulator battles. It was a bit slow paced at times, but overall a damn good game. And it's a shame I had to have it in the IS-2 Mod 44, the first game I play in this tank in over a year. It would have been a lot cooler had it been in a Tiger E, or I don't know, King Tiger Henschel turret variant or something like that, because I do have a soft spot for German tanks. Well, hey, can't beat the Russians, man. They produce good stuff. Great tanks. Apparently, I didn't know that, but in this game, nothing can beat the Russians, dude. And I got some rewards. A fair few of them. Heavy Metal Fury, always good. And yeah, ended on top of the board. So that will be the end of the Tank Duels video. As always, guys, please drop a like if you liked the video. And I do appreciate the support and that you watched the video until the end. So thank you all for watching, guys. See you around in the next video.